Festive Road is usually very quiet. But on this morning, the street was crowded with traffic. At number 52, Mr. Benn looked out of his window at all the traffic. "What's going on?" he asked a man. "The main road is being repaired, and it's the rush hour," said the man. "All the traffic has to come this way." Mr. Benn went back inside and sat down to watch television. The television was showing a film about cavemen. It said that cavemen lived a long time ago. They lived in caves. That's why they were called cavemen. They dressed in furs and worked with tools made out of stone. Mr. Benn was interested in the program, but the traffic outside was so noisy he couldn't really hear the television. "I must get away from all this noise," he said. And he thought about the special costume shop that he knew, the shop that adventures could start from. "That's the place to go," he smiled. Mr. Benn was soon in the lane with the shop. He went straight to it, paused for a moment, and then went in. He waited inside the shop looking at the costumes. "Something away from cars," he thought. As if by magic, the shopkeeper appeared. "Good morning, sir," he said. "Good morning," said Mr. Benn. "Is that a caveman's outfit?" "Yes," said the shopkeeper. "You know, they used to live in caves. They didn't have houses." "They didn't have any cars either," said Mr. Benn. "Do you think I might try it on?" He took the fur into the fitting room. Once inside the fitting room, he quickly changed. He smiled at the furry Mr. Benn in the mirror, and then went through the door that could lead to an adventure. On the other side of the door, everything was very dark, but Mr. Benn could see a light ahead, and he walked towards it. As it became lighter, he found that he was walking out of a cave. In front of him were other caves and lots of people dressed in furs. Mr. Benn went over to a patch of grass and lay down. He closed his eyes and thought how peaceful it was. The sun was shining, and he wondered why the cave people didn't lie out in it. It wasn't long before he knew why. From a long way off came a rumbling noise. At the same time, the people at the caves started to shout. In the distance was a great cloud of dust coming closer and closer. The cavemen were shouting, "Look out! Get out of the way! Run for it!" Mr. Benn jumped to his feet and raced back to the caves, just as a huge animal thundered past. "Golly," said Mr. Benn. "What was that?" "A dinosaur," said a man. "Every morning, the dinosaurs and other animals rush past here on their way to get the best feeding places. And now, in the evening, they race back to get the best places to sleep. Suddenly, there was a crash, and the dinosaurs screeched to a halt. Some of the dinosaurs had fallen over, blocking the road. "That's always happening," said the man. "They're so impatient, no manners at all." The dinosaurs picked themselves up and rushed off again. The cave people settled down to a meal. Mr. Benn asked, "Why do you stay here? There must be other places to live away from these dinosaurs." "Not with caves," said a man, "and we need caves to live in." When the meal was over, everyone went to their own caves to sleep. And Mr. Benn settled himself under a pile of furs for the night. The next morning, when Mr. Benn woke up, he heard shouting outside the cave. He looked out and saw some men trying to move a dinosaur. "Can I help?" asked Mr. Benn. "This often happens," explained a man. "An animal just parks here to sleep and blocks a cave entrance so that people can't get out. Help us push it out of the way, will you?" When Mr. Benn was having his breakfast, he heard the rumbling noise again. This time, he knew what to expect. The animals went rushing past, but this time in the opposite direction. When all the dinosaurs had gone, Mr. Benn asked if they could go for a walk to get away from the dust. "Yes, we'll all go," said the others, "and show you around. You have to be careful crossing the dinosaur road. The dinosaurs don't mean any harm, but they're clumsy. And if one does bump into you, it can be quite nasty." They looked first one way, then the other. A large cloud of dust was approaching. They waited until the dinosaur had passed. This time when they looked, the road was clear, so they crossed. As they walked on, the countryside became greener. There were trees and streams, and the air was fresh. The children played freely, and everyone was much happier. "This is where we would really like to live," said one of the men. "Why don't you?" asked Mr. Benn. "Because there are no caves, silly," the man laughed. "We'll build some, or at least something that will do instead," said Mr. Benn. "I'll show you how to build stone huts. First, we'll need a lot of very large stones." Mr. Benn showed the men how to place the stones. As soon as they saw how it was done, they started to build several huts. When the walls were finished, Mr. Benn took the men into the woods to get some branches for the roofs. Next, the men cut pieces of turf from the ground. Then they laid the turf on the branches, and the huts were complete. The people were very pleased. "From now on, we can live here," they said. A man appeared beside Mr. Benn. "Come and look inside this hut, sir," he said. Just then, Mr. Benn heard a noise in the distance. The cave people were standing on top of a hill. They were watching the dinosaurs' rush hour again. After the dinosaurs had gone, Mr. Benn went into the hut, and just as he had expected, found himself back in the changing room of the shop. He took a last look at himself in the mirror and then changed back into his own clothes. Back in the shop, Mr. Benn returned the fur outfit to the shopkeeper and said, "Thank you. Thank you very much." "Thank you, sir," said the shopkeeper. "We look forward to seeing you again." As Mr. Benn waved goodbye from the door, he said, "I look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye." Mr. Benn walked back home along Festive Road, which was still filled with cars and lorries. Somehow they looked different now, thought Mr. Benn, and for a moment he imagined they all looked like dinosaurs. At his gate, Mr. Benn realized that he was holding something in his hand. It was a stone hammer. "I wonder how long I've been holding that," thought Mr. Benn. "I'll keep it. It's just what I need to help me remember."